Welcome to this video on the Zen Warren channel. My name is Sri Satguru, Buddha Rawa Bhagwan. In today's video we will talk about a story, a legend, a true being. Today we will talk about a witch. Today we will talk about a scary witch. Today we will talk about Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is a witch of the forest. She exists and is known in Slavic stories and legend and folklore. She is known as a witch in Russian stories and Ukrainian stories. These two countries which have a common ancestry, as all countries do when you think about it. So Baba Yaga is a witch. A very, very, very powerful witch. She is known as a witch as the white birch, the birch tree. That is her nickname. And she has a hut, and her hut has a straw roof, and it's a round hut with a straw roof, and underneath the hut are chicken leg feet. So the hut is on the ground and can rise with the chicken legs into the air. And so the hut is on chicken feet. And she's either in her hut, outside her hut, or she's traveling. And when she travels, she brings her hut with her. This is not a known thing that many people know, that her hut actually travels with her, right? As does all her stuff. And she exists in different lokas, including one reality in Loka where all the beings of power exist in. And when she travels flying in the air as a mortar and pestle. So visualize a mortar and pestle, which just stays standing up, which just propels itself forward in the air at the height above the trees. The mortar and pestle just moves forward in the air at high speed. So this video is going to talk a little bit about these things, as these things are commonly known facts about Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga travels. And she travels in the air as a mortar and pestle. What does this tell you? What does this story tell you as a story? First of all, she is known in the story as an extremely powerful witch. Right? So, in the legends. So, that's the first indicator that probably a very powerful witch. The second thing is the hut with the chicken legs. Right away that tells you that that exists in a dream realm. It means that she has her level of domain. Very powerful witch. She has her hut with the chicken legs. She exists as a being of power. When you have a story that comes from the imagination and is true like that, and it becomes known, it's because she exists in the dream, in the imagination, in the realm of power, of the beings of power, in their loka. So that tells you she is very powerful. And the hut that she travels with, the fact that she can travel with her home, with her residence, with her possessions, and that she can travel in the air, and that she can transform not only in a bird as other witches can, but she can travel as an object. And in that object, her hut and everything that she has travels with her. So these are secrets of Baba Yaga. Deep secrets. And she is so powerful that when she travels, she does not travel as a bird, for example. She travels in an object. And what is an object? An object, when you have a witch or a being of power that travels as an object, it means that they have the ability to transform themselves, to change their shape. They have that power, which means they are extremely powerful. It is the legendary ability to shape change. And not only to shape change oneself, but all one's possessions with oneself. Total control over the system. Or not necessarily total, but very in-depth and powerful control over the system. So there are lokas where the beings of power exist, and these powers and their huts and their residences and all these things exist, and this is parallel, inter-existing with reality, which gives them their power when they are manifest in the physical reality here, as witches, etc., or other types of beings of power. And once again, beings of power can be good or bad. It's not necessarily bad by default. Good, bad. There's a play between good and bad. The beings of power of the land. Often, I've talked about, for example, the video with the black bone practitioner on the dark side, the evil side, and the white bone practitioners on the good side, in some lores and legends of the land. So Baba Yaga is extremely powerful. And why does she travel as an object? Because what is that object? That object is her war chariot. And this is another secret of Baba Yaga that is less known. So the object, that mortar and pestle in which she travels, is a war chariot. It's defended, it's armored, and it has weapons. And it flies above that loka of beings of power and attacks things, and sometimes, it is a very powerful war chariot. And what is a war chariot? A vamana. Talked about in ancient tales and stories and legends, also in different cultures such as Hinduism. A flying war chariot. So Baba Yaga is so powerful that she can transform into a flying war chariot that moves around above the tree line and can attack any enemies and all that stuff. Extremely powerful witch. Okay? So she is known in legend and story. And you probably don't want to be on the bad side of Baba Yaga. And not many people know these things. in depth like this. So Baba Yaga is a powerful witch, and she also has a deity that she goes to, that she prays to. So she also turns to the divine as a witch, even though she's an extremely powerful witch. And this is why Baba Yaga and we talk sometimes, and she loves me very much, and I love her very much. Because her deity is Kalividimi Kamakya, the goddess, the Devi, the mother goddess. So she prays to my wife. So she's very close to me. Devi Valam. I also exist in this other realm, this realm of beings of power. And as I exist in many different lokas, all the different lokas. But I don't travel as a mortar and pestle. I'm not a witch myself. But I do have a war chariot as well. And I can travel in a war chariot as well. So it is known that different gods have different types of war chariots, right? So as powerful witches can travel in the sky in war chariots as objects and transform into objects and move in that way and fly. Some gods essentially can fly as well, have that ability as well to fly and to transform into objects. So the witches can become extremely powerful in the lineages of the witches, but the gods are the gods. So I can fly as well. I can fly in different ways. And, it's different lineages and techniques allow it to fly in different ways. But in this realm where Baba Yaga travels as a mortar and pestle in the air, right? Just going moving forward as a mortar and pestle like that. I travel in that realm as a Shiva Lingam. So I'm the Shiva Lingam that travels in that realm, in the air. And there are different war vehicles, war chariots that travel in that realm and interact in that realm. And once again, I am a good friend of Baba Yaga, as is the goddess Kalividimi Kamakya Devi. So Baba Yaga is a very feared witch, a very powerful being, and her chariot of destruction and war is very powerful. Her mortar and pestle that travels in the air. As I am in my right, a powerful god with my Shiva Lingam, which travels in the air. Thank you for listening to this video on the Zenwar channel. Shayadaktahim yetem shehim valam. Shri Shiva.